Shalom. Call Layla Yahbashim Yahushai. Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles. The great millstone rule well. Shalom to the 144,000. The one-third remnant, men, women, and children of the whole for elect. Shalom. This brother Kabar Yash coming back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai, I praise and let's be edifying and straight to the point. And here we go again, man. Same playbook being played out by Esau, even the so-called white man. Okay, and I'm quite sure you've all heard of this new virus that is spreading over there in China. Okay, and they got a name for it. All right, so yeah, the same old playbook being played out by Esau, man. Okay, just like during the the C19 era. Okay. So without further ado, let's read this article from the endtimeheadlines.org. It says virus in China spread to new countries in record-breaking outbreaks. So let's read. The virus spreading in China that has prompted sea air quarantines and restrictions is spreading, reaching a new country this week as case surpasses 10,000. Taiwan reports its first confirmed case of mosquito-borne chi chai kung chai. I'm gonna try to say this. I'm gonna try to say this because this is the virus that's spreading. They got a name for it. It says chai kung gun ya. Chai kung young, whatever the hell. I mean, you got time. Anyway, but you see it, man. But yeah, the Chikungunya fever. The country's CDC said on Friday. The virus was detected in a Taiwanese woman who had traveled from Foshan, the current epicenter of the outbreak in China, located in the Guangdong province. She returned to Taiwan on July the 30th. Come on, man. It says at least 12 other cities in Guangdong has reported infections, with about 3,000 cases being reported over the past week, bringing the total to over 10,000 in the country. The U.S. CDC has issued a level 2 travel advisory for Guangdong province, urging Americans to take extra precautions when visiting the region. However, the experts fear the outbreak may have already reached America. Same playbook, man, being played out once again. Okay. Let's see. It says Dr. Louisiana Messenger, a mosquito researcher in Nevada, told Daily Mail this outbreak in China is very concerning. The virus could already be here in the U.S., and I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because everything that starts in China eventually comes here to Babylon, the great America. And really, it's just one plane flight away. Chikungunya is primarily spreading by Aedes mosquitoes, the same species that carry dengue and Zika. It is rarely fatal, but can cause debilitating symptoms, including fever, joint pains, and in severe cases, life-threatening complications involving the heart and brain. Roger Houston virus surveillance led the UK Wellcome Sanger Institution said the current outbreak in China is the largest ever. Al Jazeera reported a global spike in cases began in the early 2025 with major outbreaks reported in the Indian Ocean island of La Reunion, May and you get the person. I'm not gonna read that, man. According to the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control, around 240,000 chikungunya cases and 90 related deaths has been recorded in the country so far this year as of August 4th. Hmm. The virus has also spread to Madagascar, Somalia, Kenya, and India, and is making its way to Europe. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. Something that begins in China, a huge outbreak, begins in China, then eventually comes here to Babylon. Yeah. Cases counts have also been increasing in Samoa, Tonga, French, Polynesia, Fiji, and Kiribati. As of 2009, as of August 5th, the U.S. CDC reported 46 cases of chikungunya virus in the U.S. this year, all contracted by travelers returning from high-risk areas. No deaths have been reported. As you can see, man, I'm not going to read the rest of this, but as you can see, okay, as you can see, same old playbook, man. So here we go all over again, okay? Just like the C-19 is starting in China and then eventually spread all over the world, then eventually came here to Babylon. Yeah. So this may be it, man. Okay? This may be the one that your boy Kill Gates said that's going to get everyone's attention. Okay? So here we go all over again. Okay? It is nuclear. It's unclear how many of these could be linked to China's outbreak. Estimates suggest 1.6 million people travel between the U.S. and China every year, with experts saying it only takes one bite from a mosquito on one affected traveler to then pass it on throughout America. In addition to the CDC advisory for China, the agency also issued a warning for 9 other countries, including Bolivia and Sri Lanka. U.S. has experienced limited local transmissions of the virus previously, most recently in 2014-2015, after cases were detected in Florida and Texas. So this may be the big one, man. Okay? Because you know how these doses get down, man. Okay? So without further ado, let's get the scriptures, man. That's the times that we're coming into. And before we do that, man, I want to show this. Alright? Let's get this article here. Okay, while that's going on, pestilence is going on. This happened. Okay? It says, this is another article from the endtimeheadlines.org. It says, Algae bloom turns biblical seeds blood red, sparking many to fear it's an omen. And it basically is an omen, man. Showing you that this is the end times, man, that we're in. Okay? So we're in biblical times, end times. Let's read a little bit of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It says, the Sea of Galilee has mysteriously turned a vivid blood red, leaving locals rattled and warning of a bad omen. Yeah, it is a bad omen. You want to know why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to shake things up. Okay? Stunned visitors watch crimson waves roll onto the shore, with some comparing the eerie transformation to the 10 plagues Yahweh inflicted on the Egyptians in the biblical narrative of Exodus. Yeah. And hey, plays is going to play this spiritual Egypt, which is America, Babylon the Great. So nothing new under the sun, man. Okay? Nothing new under the sun. We're in biblical prophecy, man. Bible prophecies are speaking, man. Okay? So without further ado, I put both of those articles in the description. You can read them. Okay? So this is the times that we're in, man. Okay? We're in some biblical times, and Bible prophecy is being fulfilled right before our eyes. Okay? And there's no stopping it. Okay? There's no stopping Bible prophecy. So, let this thing do what it does. Anyway, so let's read this. Let's start off here in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, which is America. Okay, America is spiritual Egypt. Okay. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is, hey, he's about to smite this spiritual Egypt, which is America, with plagues. Okay, with that plague that's coming from China. Okay, this second C19. Okay, so hey, prophecy is being fulfilled, man. We're in the end times. Point blank, period. Something major is about to go down. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Okay, the whole world is being visited by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And as a matter of fact, let's get that scripture. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and let's read verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I told thee before. Okay? And we see the signs. We see the prophecies being fulfilled. Okay? Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? Turning the Sea of Galilee into a blood red. Okay? Alright? With this new pestilence disease coming. Okay? More pestilence. More plagues. Okay? Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, when you're seeing that, uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, okay? Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. These prophecies were spoken of from the beginning, okay? Verse 5, like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest. The end is being manifest right before our eyes. Okay? So there's no more time to waste, man. Prophecy is being fulfilled every single day. All right, let's go to now. Let's go to Isaiah, man. Because like I say, same old playbook is being played out by this damn devil. Isaiah 29 and verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us. Yeah. These devils don't think the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua see them, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua see you devils, man. Same old playbook being played out, man. But at the end of the day, it's Bible prophecy. So, let's go to now. Oh, excuse me. Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and let's start at verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay? The end is not yet because the MOTB, which is the CHIP, has got to be made mandatory. Okay? Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, food shortages, pestilence. You see that new pestilent disease that's coming out of China and spreading throughout the world? New pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're in the beginning of sorrows, okay? Things are not going to get better. Things are just going to continue to get worse before this year ends, okay? Before this year ends, things are just going to continue to get worse and worse, man. So if you trusting in the spirit of Babylon, the Great America, then you're done, okay? So Esau is basically making his moves. But it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's making his moves. And Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is allowing these devils to make their moves so Yahweh Shem Yahushua can make his moves. Okay? But we're not ignorant to Esau's devices, man. Like it says in 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? So you seeing what happened. Prophecy is being fulfilled right before our eyes. And hey, it's good. It's great because, hey, we know that Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. Okay? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? Let's get another scripture. Things in Joel. Alright? But hey, as you can see, prophecies is being fulfilled, man. How about Shemi outside? And it's good. Okay? It is good that prophecy is being fulfilled. Let it continue to be fulfilled, man. We almost out of here. Okay? We almost out of here. Let's go to Joel. No, not Joel 3. It's lucky. Joel 2. My bad. Joel 2 and let's start verse 28. Yeah, because this is happening too. Because you have a lot of Jakes having prophetic dreams of seeing the end. Okay? Joel 2 and 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit unto all flesh, upon all flesh, Lucky. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. Okay? Verse 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing. You got some brothers that are having prophetic dreams about the end, dreams about the missiles, dreams about the MOTB, dreams about martial law, okay, etc. Okay, you seeing that. Verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth. You see that? Blood and fire and pillars of smoke. I just showed you that article where seed turned blood, man. You seeing that? So what that's telling you, we're at the end. Verse 31. And the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua come. So that's, hey, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is showing you signs, man. And hey, let's go back to this article. This is a clear sign right here, man. This seed, man, turning into blood. Okay? Sea of Galilee, man. Okay? This turning into blood, man. This is a clear sign that we're at the end. Call how about Shem Yahushua? Okay? Let's read a little bit more of this. It says, a little bit more. It says, according to scriptures, the curse saw the Nile waters struck by Moses' staff at Yahweh's command, turning them to blood in a divine act of judgment. Yeah. And this is the This is before the divine act of judgment, man. Judgment is about to go forth throughout the earth. And here's the scripture here. All right. Exodus chapter 7 and verse 17 through 21. It says, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by this you shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Behold, with the staff that is in my hand, I will strike the water that is in the Nile, and it shall turn into blood. Okay? So, hey, just like what happened in ancient Egypt, it's happening in modern day time, man. Okay? You see it. Let's see, anything else? And also this pestilence diseases, man. Okay? Clear signs of the times, man. Okay? With this new virus, okay? And the blood, water, okay? The blood sea. Clear sign that we're at the end of Esau's rulership, man. Okay? And great judgment is about to go forth. Okay? So, let's see, anything else? Let's go to, let's see. Look at the scripture right quick. All right. Yeah, let's read this, man. Let's go here. This is 2nd Israel chapter 6 and verse 7 through 9. Then answered I and said, What should be the pardon of the son of the times? Or when should be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Verse 8. And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followeth. So we're at the end of Esau's age of rulership, man. Okay? And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to bring heavy judgment upon these red devils. He already is. Okay? And hey, it's going to get worse. Okay? Let's read this. Let's go down to verse 18. And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. Who is he visiting? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, tells you that in Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21 and 22. He said, He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. He's also visiting 2/3 of our people. Okay? These heathens too. Verse 9. It's not verse 19. And I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. Okay? So our affliction is just about over with, man. Okay? Our affliction is just about over with, but we just got to go through Jacob's trouble, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7, Daniel 12 and 1. And we're entering into those times, man, when all hell is going to break loose. Okay? These people going to go crazy. Okay? If lockdowns happen again, all right, with this new virus, if them lockdowns happen again, these people going to go crazy. It ain't going to stay locked down, man. I'm just telling you. We're entering into some crazy times, but we're also entering into some exciting times. Because the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to intervene with what these red devils about to do. Verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then I will show these tokens. These tokens represents the prophecies. The book shall be open before the firmament. The book is talking about the Bible. And they shall see all together. Okay? You seeing that. Okay, you seeing, like it says, at the end it shall speak. And it shall not lie, man. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. Okay? You see the signs of the times, and you see that we're at the end. Okay? We're at the end, and it's good. Okay? Let's see. Anything else I had? Um, no, I'm gonna end it here, man. Okay? So I pray his lesson was edifying and straight to the point. Call him like night, how about Shimyon Shai by Shem Rakakwadash. So on to the next one, Sean Wam. Kwame Sharanga, why about ball? Sean Wam.